Let's begin by finding your breath, just noticing it, not changing it, just feeling it, flowing in and flowing out, like gentle snowflakes drifting down from a peaceful winter sky, moving through you, naturally, easily, peacefully. Breathe in slowly, through your nose, feeling cool, clean winter air entering, filling your lungs gently, bringing fresh energy, fresh calm. And now breathe out, slowly, through your mouth, releasing, letting go, letting everything soften, letting warmth begin to spread, letting peace settle in. Again, breathe in, cool and crisp, filling you with clarity, with restoration, with gentle winter peace. And breathe out, warm and slow, releasing all tension, all stress, all discomfort, just flowing away, like snow melting into the earth, easy, natural, peaceful. One more deep breath in, feeling your belly rise, your chest expand, and breathe out, longer this time, slower, feeling your whole body sink deeper into the surface beneath you, becoming heavier, more relaxed, more ready to rest, ready to be held, ready to let go completely. Now let your breathing return to its natural rhythm, easy, automatic, like the gentle rhythm of snowfall outside a warm cabin window. In and out, in and out, your body breathing for you, while you simply rest, and relax, and let the warmth embrace you. Bring your attention to your face, to your forehead, and feel it softening, smoothing, all tension melting away like snow on warm skin. Your eyebrows relaxing, your eyelids growing heavy, so heavy, resting gently closed. Your cheeks softening, your jaw unclenching, letting your mouth fall slightly open, all the tiny muscles in your face releasing, dissolving, becoming perfectly, perfectly still, perfectly ready to rest by the fire. Now your neck and shoulders, feel them dropping, releasing, all that weight you've been carrying, just letting it go, flowing away like meltwater. Your shoulders sinking down, down, becoming soft and loose. Like warm honey melting through them, your body finding its natural state of complete, total, cozy restoration. Your arms are growing heavy now, so heavy, like they're wrapped in the softest, warmest blanket, from your shoulders down through your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, into your hands, your fingers. Everything becoming heavier, warmer, more relaxed, more ready to rest. You couldn't lift them if you wanted to, and you don't want to. You just want to sink, to melt, to let the warmth hold you, naturally, perfectly, completely. Feel this wave of comforting warmth flowing down into your chest now, your breathing slow and steady, your heartbeat calm and peaceful. Everything slowing, settling, finding its restful rhythm. Down into your belly, soft and relaxed. Down through your hips, your legs becoming heavy, so beautifully heavy. Your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Everything heavy, relaxed, warming, at peace. Your whole body is now completely relaxed, sinking deeper, deeper, into perfect comfort, perfect stillness, perfect cozy peace. And as you rest here, in this beautiful state of calm, I want to share something wonderful with you. Did you know that the crackling sound of a wood fire, the gentle popping and snapping you hear, actually synchronizes your brainwaves into alpha and theta states, the exact frequencies associated with deep meditation and the edge of sleep? Scientists have discovered that these natural irregular rhythms, combined with the warm dancing light of flames, trigger ancient neural pathways in our brains, pathways that evolved over hundreds of thousands of years of human ancestors gathering around fires for safety, for warmth, for connection. This isn't just relaxation, this is coming home to the most primal comfort humans have ever known. And tonight, as you drift into the cozy peace of a winter cabin, with snow falling softly outside and a warm fire crackling within, you'll discover how this ancient magic, combined with the gentle hush of winter, can guide you into the deepest, most restorative, most peaceful sleep you've experienced in a very long time. If journeys like this bring you peace and rest, if gentle stories that wrap you in cozy warmth help you truly let go, consider subscribing, so more soothing experiences like this can find you each week. More peaceful explorations, more healing journeys, more gentle guides into deep, restorative, beautiful sleep. Now, let yourself drift with me into the world of gentle winter magic, of crackling fires and falling snow, of peaceful cabin warmth. Let go of everything else, and simply float deeper and deeper into cozy peace. You find yourself on a gentle path, a narrow trail winding through a pristine winter forest. The world around you is hushed, blanketed in fresh snow that fell just hours ago. Everything is soft, quiet, peaceful. The trees stand tall on either side of the path, their branches heavy with snow, creating a natural cathedral of white and green. Each breath you take fills your lungs with crisp, clean air, air so pure it seems to cleanse you from within. The silence wraps around you gently. This is the special silence that only winter brings. Snow has an extraordinary ability to absorb sound. Each snowflake, with its unique crystalline structure and air pockets, acts as a tiny sound dampener. When snow covers the ground, the forest, the world, it can reduce ambient noise by up to 60%. This is why winter feels so quiet, so peaceful, so still. The snow is literally wrapping the world in a blanket of silence, and you're walking through this silence now, being held by it, healed by it, comforted by it. Your footsteps make soft crunching sounds in the snow. This sound is soothing, rhythmic. Each step breaks through the top crust of snow, and the sound it makes is gentle, muffled. The science behind this crunch is beautiful. When you step on snow, you're compressing those intricate ice crystals, breaking their delicate bonds. The sound varies with temperature. Colder snow, when it's well below freezing, makes a higher pitched crunch because the ice crystals are harder, more brittle. But this snow is perfect, not too cold, not too warm, making a soft, comfortable sound with each step, a sound that says you're safe, you're moving toward warmth, toward rest, toward home. Everything feels perfectly still. The forest around you is motionless. No wind stirs the branches. No animals move through the underbrush. Just perfect, winter, stillness. This stillness is medicine, is peace, is exactly what your soul has been craving. You can feel your shoulders dropping with each step, your breathing slowing, your mind quieting. The forest is teaching you how to be still, how to be quiet, how to simply be. Your breathing slows naturally. Each breath creates a small cloud of mist in the cold air, visible proof of your life, of your warmth. The cold air entering your nose is clean, fresh, invigorating. And here's something beautiful. Breathing cold air actually increases alertness initially, but when combined with the peaceful environment and the knowledge of warmth ahead, it creates a perfect contrast, making the eventual warmth even more delicious, even more welcome, even more deeply relaxing. Deeper, deeper into the forest you walk. The path curves gently ahead, and then, through the trees, You see it. A cabin. Your cabin. Warm light glows from its windows, golden and inviting. Smoke rises from the chimney in a gentle spiral, carrying the scent of wood fire. This is your destination, your sanctuary, your haven of warmth and peace. The silence wraps around you gently. Even the sight of the cabin is quiet, peaceful. It sits nestled among the trees as if it's always been there, as if it grew from the forest itself. Built of logs, dark wood, honest and strong. The cabin is small, cozy, perfect. Just the right size for complete comfort, for total peace, for deep, deep rest. Your breathing slows naturally. Almost there now, just a few more steps. The anticipation of warmth is delicious. You can already imagine the heat of the fire on your skin, the softness of the chair, the deep peace of being completely safe, completely warm, completely at rest. Just a few more steps, a few more breaths, and you'll be home. Everything feels perfectly still. The cabin waits for you, patient, welcoming, warm. The forest watches over you, protective, peaceful, kind. The snow holds everything in its gentle embrace, quiet, soft, perfect. This moment, this place, this peace, is exactly where you need to be, exactly what you need, exactly, perfect. Deeper, deeper you walk, toward warmth, toward rest, toward home. Your body knows what's coming, knows that relief is near, knows that soon, very soon, you'll be wrapped in the most perfect comfort, the most complete peace. And with that knowledge, you relax even more, letting go even deeper, sinking even further into this gentle winter magic. You reach the cabin door. Your hand touches the wooden handle, smooth, worn by time and use, welcoming. You turn the handle and push the door open, and immediately, warmth washes over you. The contrast is extraordinary, delicious. Outside, the crisp cold winter air. Inside, gentle warming heat. Your body responds instantly, muscles relaxing, tension dissolving, a deep sigh escaping your lips. You step inside and close the door behind you. The sound of the door closing is soft, final. You're sealed in now, protected, safe. The world outside, with all its cold and snow and silence, is separate from you now. Out there. In here, you're in a cocoon of warmth, a bubble of perfect comfort. Nothing can reach you here, nothing can disturb you. You're completely, utterly, safe. The cabin interior is everything you imagined and more. Warm wood walls, golden in the firelight, glow with a honey-colored radiance. The ceiling is low, cozy, made of exposed beams dark with age. This architecture is intentional. Scandinavian cabin design, influenced by centuries of harsh winters, emphasizes low ceilings and small spaces because they're easier to heat. They create intimacy. They foster the feeling called hygge, that Danish concept of cozy contentment, of warmth and wellness, of being perfectly comfortable and at peace. This cabin embodies hygge completely. Every detail designed for maximum coziness, maximum comfort, maximum peace. The silence wraps around you gently. Inside the cabin, the silence is different from outside. Outside, the snow created silence by absorbing sound. Inside, the thick log walls create silence by blocking sound. These walls, perhaps 12 inches thick, are made of solid pine or fir. each log carefully notched and fitted, with insulation packed between. This creates not just warmth, but extraordinary quiet. The outside world cannot penetrate. You're in a sanctuary of silence, of peace, of perfect, undisturbed rest. Your breathing slows naturally. The air inside the cabin is warm, comfortable. It carries the scent of wood smoke, of pine, of home. Each breath feels nourishing, restorative. The warmth entering your lungs spreads through your body, relaxing you from the inside out. You can feel your core temperature rising gently, your circulation improving, your entire being responding to this warmth with profound, grateful relaxation. Everything feels perfectly still. You stand for a moment just inside the door, taking it all in. The cabin is one open room, simple, perfect. To your left, a small kitchen area with a wood counter and simple shelves. To your right, a bed, large and inviting, covered with thick quilts and soft pillows. And straight ahead, the heart of the cabin, the fireplace. The fire. The fire is burning beautifully. Flames dance and flicker in the stone fireplace, orange, gold, red. The colors shift and change constantly, hypnotically. Fire is one of the most mesmerizing things in nature. Humans can watch flames for hours without boredom, and there's science behind this. The random, unpredictable movement of flames creates what researchers call soft fascination. It engages your attention gently, without requiring effort. This allows your mind to rest, to wander, to enter a meditative state. Watching fire literally changes your brainwaves, slowing them, calming them, preparing you for sleep. Deeper, deeper into the cabin you move, toward the fire. You can feel its heat now, radiating outward, warming the air, warming your skin, warming your very soul. Heat radiates in infrared waves, invisible but powerful, penetrating gently into your muscles, your joints, increasing blood flow, reducing pain, promoting healing. This is why warmth feels so good, why sitting by a fire is so deeply soothing. Your body is receiving heat therapy, gentle, natural, perfect. You settle into the chair positioned perfectly before the fireplace. It's a wide, comfortable chair, perhaps an old armchair with thick cushions, or maybe a wooden rocking chair with soft padding and a footstool. Whatever it is, it's exactly right, exactly what you need. You sink into it and your body relaxes instantly, completely. The chair seems to embrace you, hold you, support every part of you perfectly. The silence wraps around you gently. The only sound now is the fire. The gentle crackling, the soft popping, the occasional snap of sap igniting. These sounds are irregular, unpredictable, and that's precisely why they're so soothing. Regular rhythmic sounds can become annoying, but irregular natural sounds, like fire, like rain, like ocean waves, these engage the brain's attention without overwhelming it. The crackling fire creates what acoustic researchers call pink noise, a sound frequency that's been shown to improve sleep quality, deepen sleep, and help the brain process and store memories more effectively. Your breathing slows naturally. You're breathing with the fire now, watching the flames. In and out. In and out. Your breath and the dance of flames synchronizing somehow, creating a rhythm, a meditation, a prayer of peace. This is ancient. This is primal. For 300,000 years, humans have gathered around fires. Our ancestors sat exactly like this, watching flames, feeling warmth, finding safety and peace. Your DNA remembers this. Your nervous system recognizes this as the deepest safety, the ultimate comfort. You're not just relaxing, you're coming home to something your body has always known. Everything feels perfectly still. Your body is perfectly still in the chair. The cabin is perfectly still around you. Even the fire, though moving constantly, has a stillness to it, a quality of eternal presence, of being exactly what it is, perfectly, completely, now. This stillness seeps into you, becomes you. You're not trying to be still, you simply are still. The fire burns in layers of wood. At the bottom, a bed of glowing coals. These coals are pure heat, carbon burning at around 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit, glowing orange-red, pulsing gently with each breath of air. Above the coals, larger logs, their bark blackened and cracking, their wood grain visible in the firelight. And from these logs, flames rise, dancing, flickering, moving in response to air currents too subtle to feel, but visible in every wave and curl of flame. Deeper, deeper you sink into the chair, into the warmth, into the peace. Your muscles are melting. That's what it feels like. Like warm wax, like honey in sunlight, just melting, softening, releasing. Heat increases blood flow to muscles, bringing oxygen and nutrients, flushing away lactic acid and other metabolic waste. This is why heat therapy is so healing, why hot baths help sore muscles, why sitting by a fire feels so deeply therapeutic. Your body is healing right now, repairing, restoring, just from this gentle warmth. The silence wraps around you gently. Between the crackles of the fire, there's silence. Deep, profound, peaceful. And in that silence, you can hear your own heartbeat, slow, steady, calm. You can hear your own breath, gentle, easy, effortless. These sounds, the sounds of your own life, are soothing in this context. They're reminders that you're alive, that you're here, that you're safe, that you're at peace. Your breathing slows naturally. So slow now, perhaps 6 or 7 breaths per minute. This is the breathing rate of deep meditation, of profound relaxation, of approaching sleep. Your body has found its rhythm, its peace, its perfect state of rest. And all you had to do was arrive here, sit down, and allow. Just allow the warmth, allow the comfort, allow the peace. Everything feels perfectly still. Time itself seems to have stopped. Or perhaps it's moving, but you don't notice, don't care. There's no hurry here, no schedule, no demands. Just this moment, stretching out, eternal, perfect. You could sit here forever, and that would be okay, that would be perfect, that would be exactly right. You notice the wood stacked beside the fireplace. Split logs, carefully arranged. Each piece is different. Some show the tight rings of slow growth, trees that lived in harsh conditions, growing slowly, becoming dense and strong. These logs burn hot and long, giving steady heat. Other pieces show wider rings, faster growth, easier life. These burn quicker, hotter, creating dancing flames and crackling sounds. The wood is likely birch or pine or fir, common northern woods. Birch is beautiful when it burns, its white bark curling and blackening, releasing a sweet, clean smoke. Pine burns eagerly, its resin pockets popping and snapping, creating those sharp cracks that punctuate the fire's gentle roar. Fir burns steady and hot, with less smoke, honest and reliable. Each wood has its character, its gift, its way of returning to light and heat the solar energy it stored during years of growth. The silence wraps around you gently. Even as you think about the wood, the fire, the cabin, your thoughts are slow, dreamy, unhurried. Thinking itself has become peaceful. There's no mental chatter, no anxiety, no planning. Just slow, gentle noticing, soft wondering, easy being. This is what peace feels like, when even your thoughts are at rest. Your breathing slows naturally. With each breath, you sink deeper into the chair, deeper into relaxation, deeper into this perfect moment. The fire warms you, the chair supports you, the cabin shelters you, the winter night wraps everything in silence and stillness. You're held, completely. You're safe, absolutely. You're at peace, perfectly. Everything feels perfectly still. You watch a log shift slightly as it burns, settling into the coals. Sparks rise up the chimney, tiny stars, dancing, disappearing into darkness. This movement is so gentle, so natural. It doesn't disturb the stillness, it enhances it. Like your breathing enhances the silence, like your heartbeat enhances the peace. Movement and stillness can coexist, can support each other, can create perfect harmony. The flames continue their eternal dance. Never the same twice, always changing, always beautiful. The chemistry of fire is remarkable. Wood is made primarily of cellulose and lignin, complex carbon compounds. When heated, these compounds break down, release gases. The gases mix with oxygen, combust, release light and heat. This is fire. This is transformation. Solid wood becoming light, becoming warmth, becoming comfort for you. The sun's energy, captured by the tree years ago, released now to warm you, to comfort you, to help you rest. Deeper, deeper you relax. The heat from the fire has penetrated deep into your muscles now, deep into your bones. You're warm all the way through, warm in your core, warm in your heart. This deep warmth is profoundly relaxing. Warmth dilates blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, signals safety to the nervous system, tells your body it's okay to let go, okay to rest, okay to sleep. Your body is receiving these signals, responding to them, surrendering to them, beautifully, perfectly, completely. Beyond the cabin windows, the winter night continues. Snow is still falling. You can see the flakes drifting down through the darkness, visible in the light that spills from the windows. Each snowflake is unique. We've all heard this, but it's true. The crystalline structure of ice allows for virtually infinite variations. Scientists estimate that no two snowflakes in all of history have ever been exactly identical. Each one is a unique creation, a tiny frozen miracle, falling silently, landing softly, becoming part of the blanket of light. The silence wraps around you gently. The snow outside makes the silence inside even deeper. The contrast heightens your awareness. Out there, cold, darkness, falling snow. In here, warmth, light, peace. The cabin is a sanctuary, a refuge. You're protected. You're safe. The cabin walls, thick and strong, Keep the cold out and the warmth in. You're in a cocoon, a nest, a perfect haven of comfort and peace. Your breathing slows naturally. You can see your breath would make clouds outside, but in here, in the warmth, your breath is invisible, comfortable, easy. This contrast pleases you somehow. The knowledge that you could be cold, but you're warm, that you could be exposed, but you're sheltered, that you could be uncomfortable, but you're in perfect comfort. This makes the warmth sweeter, the peace deeper, the gratitude more profound. Everything feels perfectly still. Outside, snow falls in perfect stillness. No wind, just straight down, gentle, silent. Inside, you sit in perfect stillness, barely moving, barely breathing, just being. The stillness outside and the stillness inside mirror each other, connect with each other, create a perfect bubble of peace in which you rest, safe, warm, utterly at peace. The temperature outside is well below freezing, perhaps 20 degrees Fahrenheit, perhaps 10, perhaps even colder. At these temperatures, snow crystals are dry, powdery, perfect for insulation. And snow is remarkable insulation. A layer of fresh snow can be 90 to 95% trapped air. Air is one of the best insulators in nature. This is why snow keeps the ground beneath it warmer, why animals burrow into snow for shelter, why igloos work. The snow outside is actually helping keep you warm, acting as an additional layer of insulation around the cabin, protecting you, helping you, even as it creates beauty. Deeper, deeper into comfort you sink. Your eyelids are getting heavy now, so heavy. The warmth, the firelight, the peace, all combining to create the perfect conditions for rest, for sleep. Your body knows this, recognizes this. Every cell in your body is relaxing, preparing, ready to surrender to the deep healing rest that's coming, that's already here, that's wrapping around you like the warmest, softest blanket. This feeling you're experiencing, this deep, cozy contentment, has a name in Danish culture. Hygge. Pronounced Hygge, it's more than just coziness. It's a philosophy, a way of being, an art of creating warmth and wellness in the darkest, coldest months. Denmark, along with other Scandinavian countries, experiences long, dark winters. From November through March, daylight is scarce, temperatures are harsh. But rather than simply enduring this, the Danes have created a culture around embracing it, around making winter beautiful, peaceful, even joyful, through Hygge. The silence wraps around you gently. Hygge is about creating intimate atmosphere. Candles and firelight instead of harsh electric light. Soft textures like wool and fur. Warm drinks. Simple food. Good company or peaceful solitude. It's about slowing down, being present, appreciating simple pleasures. This cabin, this fire, this peace, this is Hygge, perfectly expressed. And you're not just visiting Hygge, you're becoming it. You are the coziness, you are the warmth, you are the peace. Your breathing slows naturally. The concept of Hygge actually has psychological benefits that scientists have studied. Creating cozy, warm environments has been shown to reduce stress hormones, increase oxytocin, the bonding and contentment hormone, improve mood, enhance feelings of safety and belonging. The Danes consistently rank among the happiest people in the world, despite their dark winters, and researchers believe Hygge is a significant factor. By intentionally creating comfort and coziness, By slowing down and savoring simple pleasures, they've found a way to not just survive winter, but to thrive in it, to love it even. Everything feels perfectly still. You're practicing Hygge right now. You're experiencing it fully. The fire, the cabin, the winter night, the peace, all of it combining to create this perfect moment, this deep contentment, this feeling of being exactly where you belong, doing exactly what you should be doing, which is nothing, just resting, just being, just allowing yourself to be held in comfort and warmth and peace. The firelight continues to flicker and dance. That speaks to the human soul. That creates intimacy and warmth beyond just physical heat. The dancing light, the living quality of flame, it comforts us on a deep primal level. It says, you're safe, you're home, you're with tribe around the fire, ancient reassurance, ancient peace. Deeper, deeper you sink. The chair seems to be holding you more perfectly with each passing moment. Or perhaps you're melting into it more completely. The boundaries between you and the chair, you are the comfort. This is deep relaxation, where subject and object merge, where you stop being someone experiencing peace and simply become peace itself. Listen to the silence. Really listen. It's not empty. It's full. Full of the quiet crackle of fire, full of your own gentle breathing, full of the soft presence of the cabin, of winter, of peace. This is what the Quakers call expectant silence, silence that's alive, that's present, that's waiting, not for anything to happen, but simply waiting, being, holding space for peace. The silence wraps around you gently. Outside, if you listen very carefully, you might imagine you can hear the snow falling. You can't actually hear it, snow falls silently, but there's something about watching it, about knowing it's there, that creates an almost audible quality, a presence. The Japanese have a word, ma, that refers to negative space, to the meaningful silence between sounds, to the emptiness that gives shape to fullness. That's what you're experiencing, ma, the beautiful, meaningful silence of winter, of snow, of peace. Your breathing slows naturally. Each breath is whisper quiet, barely audible, just a soft movement of air, in and out. You're breathing in rhythm with the silence, in harmony with the peace. Your breath is part of the cabin now, part of the winter night, part of the eternal dance of life and rest, and warmth, and quiet, and deep, deep peace. Everything feels perfectly still. Snow is accumulating outside, inch by inch, covering everything. The roof of the cabin is gaining a thicker blanket. The trees are bowing under increasing weight. The ground is disappearing beneath light. And all of this happens in perfect silence, perfect stillness. Water falling from the sky, transforming the world, and making no sound. This is nature's meditation, nature's prayer, and you're part of it. You're experiencing it. You're held within it, safe, warm, utterly, at peace. The accumulating snow is providing more insulation for the cabin, more soundproofing, more separation from the outside world. You're being sealed in, cocooned, protected by layers of wood and logs and snow. Nothing can reach you. Nothing can disturb you. You're in the safest place, the warmest place, the most peaceful place. And you can stay here as long as you need, as long as you want, forever if you choose. Just resting, just warm, just perfectly, completely, at peace. Deeper, deeper into this moment you settle. Time is meaningless here. Perhaps you've been in the cabin for minutes, perhaps hours, perhaps it doesn't matter at all. Clock time and soul time are different. Right now you're in soul time, where moments stretch into eternities, where peace expands to fill all space, where nothing exists except this warmth, this comfort, this perfect rest. You become aware of the texture surrounding you. The chair beneath you, perhaps covered in soft worn fabric, maybe wool, maybe thick cotton. Or perhaps it's leather, aged and supple, warm from your body, from the fire. Whatever it is, it's soft, it's comfortable, it's exactly right. Your body is sinking into it, being held by it. Every pressure point supported, every muscle allowed to release completely. The silence wraps around you gently. There might be a blanket nearby. You reach for it, your movements slow and heavy with relaxation. The blanket is thick, perhaps wool, perhaps a quilt pieced together from different fabrics, different colors, different textures, all combining to create warmth and beauty. You pull it over yourself, over your lap, over your legs. The weight of it is comforting. The warmth of it adds to the fire's heat. You're layered in comfort now, wrapped in peace. Your breathing slows naturally. Under the blanket, you feel even safer, even more protected. Weighted blankets have become popular recently, and research shows why. The gentle pressure, typically 10 to 20% of body weight, activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reduces cortisol, increases serotonin and dopamine, creates a feeling of being hugged, of being held. Even a regular blanket provides some of this benefit. This weight, this warmth, this gentle pressure, all telling your nervous system, you're safe, you can rest, you can let go completely. Everything feels perfectly still. Beneath the blanket, your body is perfectly still. Your hands rest gently on your lap, or on the arms of the chair. You're not fidgeting, not adjusting, not moving at all. Perfect stillness has become natural, effortless. You don't have to try to be still, you simply are still. This is deep peace. This is true rest. This is what your body has been craving, and now it has it fully, completely, perfectly. The fabric textures please you somehow. The slight roughness of wool, the smoothness of worn cotton, the gentle nap of flannel. Humans are tactile creatures. Touch is our first sense to develop, our last to fade, and comforting textures activate the same brain regions that respond to emotional warmth and social bonding. This is why soft blankets, plush chairs, cozy textiles make us feel not just physically comfortable, but emotionally safe, psychologically at peace. The cabin is full of these soft textures, wood worn smooth by time, fabric softened by use. Everything gentle, everything kind, everything designed to comfort and soothe. Deeper, deeper you sink into the layers, layers of blanket, layers of chair cushion, layers of warmth, layers of peace. You're being absorbed into comfort, dissolving into rest. The boundaries of your body are soft now, blurry. You're not sure where you end and the chair begins, where your warmth ends and the fire's heat begins. Everything is merging, blending, becoming one experience of perfect, total, complete comfort. The light in the cabin is alive. It moves, dances, shifts. The flames cast moving shadows on the walls, on the ceiling, creating an ever-changing play of light and dark. This movement is hypnotic. You could watch it for hours, and perhaps you will, perhaps you are. Time is unclear, unimportant. There's just this dance of light, this meditation of flame. The silence wraps around you gently. The dancing shadows make no sound. Light is silent. But somehow the movement of the shadows seems to have a rhythm, seems to create a silent music, a visual symphony of dark and light. Your eyes follow the patterns, or perhaps they don't. Perhaps your eyes are too heavy to follow anything. Perhaps they're drifting closed, opening slightly, closing again. The firelight reaches you through your lashes, soft, filtered, beautiful. Your breathing slows naturally. The movement of your chest rising and falling is synchronized somehow with the movement of the flames. In, and the fire rises. Out, and the fire falls. Everything connected, everything one breath, one dance, one eternal moment of peace and warmth and perfect stillness within the movement, movement within the stillness, the paradox of peace. Everything feels perfectly still. Even though the fire moves, even though the shadows dance, even though light shifts and changes, somehow everything feels still. This is the stillness at the center of movement, the peace at the heart of change, the eternal now that exists regardless of what appears to be happening. You found this stillness. You're resting in it. You are it. Perfect. Complete. Still. The orange and gold light of the fire has psychological effects. Studies show that warm-colored light, especially in the orange to red spectrum, increases melatonin production, prepares the brain for sleep. This is why modern sleep experts recommend avoiding blue light from screens before bed, but seeking warm light from candles or fires or sunset. The wavelengths of firelight are the same wavelengths that signal to our ancient brains, day is ending, safety is here, rest is appropriate, sleep is welcome. Your brain is receiving these signals now. Your pineal gland is producing melatonin. Your body is preparing for the deepest sleep, the most restorative rest. Deeper, deeper into the golden light you sink. It's filling you now. The firelight isn't just outside you, it's inside you. You're glowing from within, warm, peaceful, safe. This isn't imagination. This is truth. You are filled with the warmth of the fire, the peace of the cabin, the stillness of the winter night. You are all of this. All of this is you. No separation. No difference. Just one unified field of comfort and peace and warmth and perfect rest. Above you, the cabin roof. Strong beams, dark with age, running the length of the cabin. These beams were once trees, growing in a forest perhaps near this very spot. Cut, shaped, fitted, becoming shelter, becoming protection. Now they hold up the roof, hold up the snow, hold up the sky, keeping you safe, keeping you dry, keeping you warm. The silence wraps around you gently. On top of those beams, wooden planks, and on top of the planks, perhaps shingles, perhaps thatch, and on top of all of that, snow. Inches of snow. The weight is significant. Snow weighs approximately 7 to 30 pounds per cubic foot when freshly fallen. More when it's wet. Less when it's dry powder. But it's weight nonetheless. And the cabin holds it easily, bears it without strain. The architecture is sound, the construction solid. You're safe beneath all those layers, protected, held. Your breathing slows naturally. You can almost hear the silence of the snow on the roof. That soft weight pressing down. That gentle pressure sealing you in. Some people find the sound of snow on a roof, when it's falling heavily enough to make sound, to be deeply soothing. White noise. Pink noise. The randomness of it comforting. But tonight the snow falls silently. Just weight. Just presence. Just the feeling of being covered, protected, safe beneath layers of light. Everything feels perfectly still. The roof doesn't creak, doesn't groan. It simply holds, steady, strong, reliable. Like the earth beneath you, like the fire before you, like the peace within you. Everything is holding, everything is steady, everything is perfectly, exactly, right. You're being held from above by the roof, from below by the earth, from the front by the fire's warmth, from behind by the chair's support. Held completely, safely. You can let go. You can surrender. You can simply be held. The insulation that snow provides is remarkable. Indigenous peoples of the Arctic have known this for millennia. An igloo, made entirely of snow, can maintain temperatures 40 to 60 degrees warmer than outside, just from body heat and a small lamp. The snow blocks wind, traps air, creates a microclimate of warmth and safety. Your cabin, with its snow blanket, is experiencing this same effect. The snow is helping keep you warm, working with the fire, working with the thick log walls, creating layers of protection, layers of comfort, layers of peace. Deeper, deeper you rest. The knowledge that you're protected from above and all around creates such profound relaxation. Your body, which is always scanning for danger, always watching for threat, can finally stop. There's no danger here. No threat. Only protection. Only safety. Only the deep primal security of shelter, of warmth, of being completely, utterly safe. Your nervous system is receiving this message, believing it, responding to it. Letting go. Releasing. Surrendering to the deepest rest. The fireplace itself is a work of art. Built from stones. Each one carefully selected and placed. The stones are rounded, river stones perhaps, or field stones gathered from the land. They fit together perfectly, mortared with clay or cement, creating a solid structure, a safe container for the fire, for the heat, for the heart of the cabin. The silence wraps around you gently. The stones have absorbed heat from the fire. They're warm to the touch. If you were to reach out and place your hand on them, you'd feel that warmth, deep, solid, lasting. Stone is an excellent thermal mass. It absorbs heat slowly, releases it slowly. This is why stone fireplaces and masonry stoves are so efficient. They store heat, radiated for hours after the fire dies down. These stones are like batteries of warmth, charging all evening, ready to keep you comfortable through the long winter night. Your breathing slows naturally. The stones are ancient, millions of years old, formed deep in the earth, brought to the surface by geological forces, smoothed by water, by ice, by time. And now here, forming your fireplace, your source of warmth. There's something humbling about this, something beautiful. These ancient stones, older than humanity, older than trees, serving you now, giving you warmth, giving you comfort, giving you peace. Everything feels perfectly still. The stones are perfectly still. The fire moves within them, but they don't move. They sit, solid, strong, eternal. Like mountains in miniature, like the bones of the earth itself, forming a sacred space, a holy place, where transformation happens, where what becomes light, becomes heat, becomes comfort for you. The hearth has always been sacred. In ancient Rome, the goddess Vesta guarded the hearth. In Greece, Hestia. The fire at the center of the home, the source of warmth and food and gathering, always sacred, always tended, always honored. The heat radiating from the stones is gentle now, steady. The fire has burned long enough that everything is heat saturated. The stones, the air, the cabin itself all holding warmth, all radiating it back, creating a perfect envelope of comfort. You're inside this envelope, wrapped in it, held by it. The warmth is coming from all directions, not just the fire, but from the walls, from the floor warmed by the fire's heat over hours, from the very air itself. Everything is warm. Everything is comfortable. Everything is exactly, perfectly, right. Deeper, deeper into this warmth you sink. It's penetrating into your bones now, into your joints. Warmth is healing. It reduces inflammation, eases pain, promotes circulation, relaxes muscles. All the aches you might have been carrying, from the cold, from tension, from daily life, they're melting, dissolving, flowing away like snow in spring sun. Your body is being healed by this warmth, restored, renewed. And all you have to do is sit here, rest here, be here, allowing it, receiving it, surrendering to it completely. Your eyes drift toward the window. A simple window, perhaps with 4 panes, perhaps with frost forming delicate patterns on the glass. Through the window, you can see the winter night, the darkness, the falling snow, the forest beyond, dark shapes of trees, heavy with white. The silence wraps around you gently. The window frames a living painting, a masterpiece of nature, constantly changing, constantly beautiful. Each snowflake that falls, each shift in the wind, each subtle change in light, alters the composition. You're watching creation in action, witnessing the world transform, become new, become fresh, become pure, right before your eyes. Your breathing slows naturally. The contrast between inside and outside is visible in the window. Visible and powerful. Outside, cold darkness. Inside, warm light. The window pane is the boundary, the threshold, and you're so grateful to be on this side, the warm side, the safe side, the peaceful side. Looking out at winter beauty, but experiencing it from perfect comfort. This is ideal. This is exactly what humans have sought for millennia: shelter, warmth, safety, while still being able to witness and appreciate the wild beauty of nature. Everything feels perfectly still. The scene outside, though the snow falls, feels still. The dark forest, still. The winter night, still. And inside, you, perfectly still. 2 kinds of stillness, meeting at the window glass, connecting, reflecting, becoming one stillness, one piece, one perfect eternal now. Frost patterns might be forming on the window edges. Where the warm interior air meets the cold glass, moisture condenses, freezes, creates intricate crystalline patterns. These patterns are called frost flowers, or window frost. Each one unique, like snowflakes. The physics is beautiful. Water molecules freeze in hexagonal patterns, but the exact pattern depends on temperature, humidity, the microscopic texture of the glass surface. No two frost patterns are ever identical. You're watching art being created by physics, by nature, by the intersection of warm and cold, of shelter and wild. Deeper, deeper you gaze, or perhaps your eyes are closing now. The window view fading as your eyelids grow heavier, heavier. So heavy, you can barely keep them open. And you don't need to. You don't need to see anything. Everything you need is right here, in the warmth, in the peace, in the deep comfort of this chair, this fire, this moment. Your eyes can close, can rest, can surrender to the darkness behind your lids, warm darkness, comfortable darkness, peaceful healing darkness. You remember, distantly, being cold. Walking through the winter forest, feeling the crisp air, seeing your breath. That cold seems so far away now. Like a memory from another lifetime. Your body has forgotten what cold feels like. It only knows warmth now, only knows comfort, only knows this perfect, perfect peace. The silence wraps around you gently. The memory of cold makes the warmth sweeter somehow. The contrast heightens appreciation. This is part of Hygge Philosophy too. The darkness makes candlelight more precious. The cold makes warmth more delicious. The chaos of the world makes the peace of sanctuary more valuable. You're not just warm, you're warm after being cold. You're not just safe, you're safe after being exposed. The journey through the winter forest, the cold, the snow, all of it was necessary to bring you to this moment, to this appreciation, to this deep, deep gratitude for warmth and shelter and peace. Your breathing slows naturally. Gratitude itself is healing. Research shows that practicing gratitude reduces stress hormones, increases happiness, improves sleep, strengthens immune function. Right now, feeling grateful for this warmth, this comfort, this safety, you're literally healing yourself, improving your health, creating positive change in your body and mind. Gratitude is medicine, and you're taking it now, feeling it now, being healed by it now. Everything feels perfectly still. The cold outside seems still, frozen in time. And the warmth inside seems still, eternal, unchanging. The whole world has paused, stopped, become a single perfect moment of peace. And you're at the center of it. You're the heart of this stillness. You are this peace. This warmth, this comfort, this perfect, perfect, now. Your body is completely adapted to the warmth now. Your core temperature is optimal. Your circulation is perfect. Your muscles are loose and relaxed. Your nervous system is in parasympathetic mode, rest and digest, heal and restore. This is the state your body is meant to be in. This is baseline. This is health. This is what all the stress and rush and chaos of modern life takes you away from. But here, now, you've returned. You've come home to your body's natural state of peace, of ease, of perfect functioning. And it feels so good, so right, so exactly perfect. Deeper, deeper into the state you settle. This is more than relaxation now. This is transformation. You're not just resting your body, you're resetting it, reprogramming it, teaching it what peace feels like, what safety feels like, what home feels like. And your body is learning, remembering, understanding. Tomorrow, next week, next month, you'll be able to return to this feeling, this state, this peace. Because you're creating a memory, a template, a pathway. Your body will remember this. And that memory will be available, always, whenever you need it. This moment is a gift that keeps giving, now and forever. Fire is transformation. It's change made visible. Solid wood becomes flame, becomes heat, becomes light, becomes smoke, becomes ash. The elements separating, returning to their sources. Carbon becoming carbon dioxide, returning to air. Minerals becoming ash, returning to earth. Energy becoming heat and light, returning to the universe. Everything cycling, everything flowing, everything transforming. This is the nature of reality, constant change, constant flow, constant becoming. The silence wraps around you gently. And yet, within all this change, there's something unchanging. The fire itself, as a phenomenon, is eternal. For as long as there's been oxygen and fuel and heat, there's been fire. Your ancestors sat before fires exactly like this, 10,000 years ago, 100,000 years ago. They felt what you feel now, warmth, safety, peace. The fire connects you to them, to all of humanity, to the long chain of humans seeking warmth and light in the darkness. You're not alone. You're part of something vast, something ancient, something eternal. Your breathing slows naturally. The fire breathes too, in a way. Drawing in oxygen, releasing carbon dioxide. Just like you. The fire is alive, in a sense. It's a process, an event, not a thing. Just like you. You're not a static object. You're a process, a flow of energy and matter, constantly changing, constantly becoming. The fire teaches this, shows this, embodies this truth. And watching it, you understand, you feel, you know. You are also fire, also transformation, also the eternal dance of becoming. Everything feels perfectly still. Even the dancing flames seem still somehow. Still within their motion. Like a river that flows forever but remains always itself. The fire is what it is, perfectly, completely. It doesn't try to burn hotter. It doesn't try to be something else. It simply burns, simply is, simply exists, exactly as it should. And you are also exactly as you should be, exactly where you should be, exactly who you should be, in this moment. No effort needed. No striving required. Just being, just resting, just existing, perfectly, completely, now. The ancient philosophers called fire one of the four elements: earth, water, air, fire. The transformative element, the energetic element, the spiritual element. Fire rises, reaches upward, transforms matter into spirit, wood into light. Heraclitus said all things are in exchange for fire, and fire for all things. Everything is transformation, everything is change, everything is fire. And in this fire before you, you see not just wood burning, you see life itself, energy flowing, the universe unfolding. All contained in these simple flames, all present in this quiet cabin, all available to you, now, always, eternally. Deeper, deeper into fire wisdom you sink. Not thinking these thoughts anymore, just feeling them, knowing them, being them. The fire has taught you. The warmth has opened you. The peace has transformed you. You're not who you were when you entered this cabin. You've been changed, healed, renewed. The fire's transformation is your transformation. The fire's peace is your peace. The fire's eternal dance is your eternal truth. Everything connected, everything one, everything perfect. A log shifts in the fire, settling deeper into the coals. The sound is soft, a gentle creak, a whisper of wood. Then a small cascade of sparks rises, floating up, disappearing into the chimney, into the night, into nothing and everything. The sound and the sparks are both beautiful, both natural, both part of the fire's ongoing meditation, its prayer, its eternal song. The silence wraps around you gently. After the log settles, silence returns, deeper now. The fire continues to burn, but quietly. The crackling has softened. The flames are lower now, settling into steady burn. The cabin is filled with heat, saturated. Everything is warm. Everything is perfect. The fire can rest now, can burn gently, no longer working hard, just being, just glowing, just offering its warmth and light, effortlessly, eternally. Your breathing slows naturally. You're breathing with the fire, with the cabin, with the winter night. All breathing together, one breath, one rhythm, one peace. In the universe expands. Out, and the universe contracts. Everything pulsing, everything alive, everything connected in the great breathing, the great being, the great peace of existence. Everything feels perfectly still. The log has settled. The sparks have disappeared. The fire glows steadily. You sit motionless. The cabin holds all of this, all of you, in perfect stillness, perfect peace. Time has stopped. Or perhaps it never existed. Perhaps there's only now, only this, only the eternal present moment, stretching out forever, perfect, complete, whole. The wood ash is accumulating, soft gray powder beneath the glowing coals. Ash is what remains when everything burnable is burned. Its minerals, calcium, potassium, magnesium, the indestructible parts of the tree, returning to earth, to soil, to become food for new trees, new life. The cycle continuing, always, nothing lost, only transformed, only changed, only dancing the eternal dance of existence. And you're part of this cycle too. Part of this dance. Not separate. Not isolated. Intimately connected to fire, to trees, to earth, to sky, to everything. All one. All whole. All peace. Deeper, deeper you rest. Your body is so heavy now. So relaxed. So completely at peace. You couldn't move if you wanted to, and you don't want to. Movement is impossible, unnecessary. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, no reason to be anything other than exactly what you are, right here, right now. A being, resting, warming, breathing, existing, perfectly, completely, now. The night deepens. Midnight perhaps, or later. Time is meaningless here, unmeasurable. The winter world outside is at its darkest, its quietest, its most still. And inside, you're matching that stillness, that peace, that deep midwinter silence. The silence wraps around you gently. This is the silence at the heart of winter, the silence at the center of the year, when nature rests most deeply, when the earth sleeps, when all life draws inward, conserving, restoring, preparing for the return of light. You're part of this. You're experiencing it, not just intellectually, but in your bones, in your cells, in your very soul. You're resting with the earth, sleeping with the season, becoming winter itself, still, quiet, peaceful, perfect. Your breathing slows naturally. Perhaps only 4 or 5 breaths per minute now. So slow, so gentle, barely perceptible. This is the breathing of deep meditation, of approaching sleep, of profound peace. Your body has found its lowest sustainable rhythm, its most restful state. Your heart beats slowly, your blood flows gently, your nervous system hums with parasympathetic peace. Everything in you is rest, is stillness, is perfect functioning in perfect peace. Everything feels perfectly still. The fire barely moves now, just glowing, pulsing faintly. The cabin is completely still. You are completely still. The winter night outside is completely still. All movement has ceased. All activity has stopped. There's only being, only existence, only the eternal now of perfect, absolute stillness. In winter, nature demonstrates the healing power of rest. Trees drop their leaves, their sap sinks to their roots, they stop growing, stop producing, stop doing, and simply rest. This rest allows them to survive the harsh season, to conserve energy, to repair and restore. And when spring comes, they explode with new growth, new life, new vitality. But that growth is only possible because of the rest, because of the winter stillness. You're learning this lesson now. You're practicing it. You're becoming it. Rest is not laziness. Rest is wisdom. Rest is preparation for life. Rest is sacred, necessary, healing. Deeper, deeper into winter wisdom you sink. Your body knowing, without words, without thought, that this rest is exactly what you need, that this stillness is medicine, that this peace is healing you at depths you can't even perceive. Trust this. Feel this. Know this. You are healing, now, in this stillness, in this silence, in this perfect winter peace. Your consciousness is fading now, drifting. The boundary between waking and sleeping is blurring. You're not quite awake anymore, but not quite asleep. In that beautiful in-between space, where healing happens, where transformation occurs, where the conscious and unconscious meet and merge. The silence wraps around you gently. Even your thoughts are silent now. No internal voice. No commentary. No analysis. Just pure awareness, or perhaps, not even awareness. Just being. Just existence. Just this, without even a sense of this. Everything dissolving. Everything fading. Everything becoming nothing and everything simultaneously. Your breathing slows naturally. Or perhaps you're not aware of your breathing anymore. Perhaps it's happening somewhere far away. Perhaps your body is breathing itself while you, whatever you are, float free, drift away, dissolve into peace. There's no you to breathe. There's just breathing, just being, just the eternal isness of existence. Everything feels perfectly still. Or perhaps you don't feel anything anymore. Feeling requires a feeler, and you're dissolving, becoming the stillness, becoming the peace, becoming the warm, quiet darkness of perfect rest. The fire glows, somewhere, somehow, but you're not sure if you're seeing it or remembering it or dreaming it. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Everything is perfect exactly as it is. Dreams begin to form, not quite dreams yet, more like wisps, impressions. Images from the day, from the walk through the forest, from entering the cabin. All blending, flowing, transforming. Your brain beginning its nightly work, processing, integrating, healing. But you're not aware of this. You're not aware of anything. You're just peace, just warmth, just rest. Deeper, deeper, into sleep, into dreams, into the healing darkness. The cabin holds you. The fire warms you. The winter night protects you. And you simply surrender. Release. Let go completely. Fall into sleep, into peace, into the eternal rest that restores all things. Sleep, sleep, sleep. The word itself is a lullaby, a prayer, a benediction. Sleep, let it wash over you, through you, become you. You are sleep. You are rest. You are peace. No separation. No difference. Just sleep. The silence wraps around you gently. Complete silence now. Even the fire makes no sound. Or perhaps you can't hear it anymore, gone too deep, too far, into the blessed darkness of sleep. The silence is complete, perfect, eternal. And you are that silence. You are that peace. You are that perfect, perfect stillness. Your breathing slows naturally. Or perhaps it stops, in your awareness. You've forgotten you have a body, forgotten you exist. There's just sleep, just rest, just the warm dark peace of complete surrender. Breathing continues, heart beats, life flows, but you're gone, dissolved, become pure rest, pure sleep, pure peace. Everything feels perfectly still. Or you don't feel anything. Feeling has ceased. There's only sleep. The cabin exists somewhere. The fire burns somewhere. The winter night continues somewhere. But where you are, there's nothing and everything. Just sleep. Just rest. Just the infinite peace of complete, total, absolute surrender. Deeper, deeper, deeper. No words now. No thoughts. No anything. Just sleep, sleep, sleep. Falling, floating, dissolving into sleep, sleep, sleep. Perfect, complete, eternal sleep. The fire glows, the cabin rests, the snow falls, and you sleep deeply, peacefully, completely. Held, safe, warm, at peace. Sleeping, 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 now, and through the night, and into the dawn. Sleeping, healing, restoring, becoming whole. Sleep deep, complete. The night holds you. The cabin holds you. The warmth holds you. Everything holding you safely while you rest, while you restore, while you heal. Silence, warmth, peace, stillness, sleep, sleep, sleep. Deeper, safer, warmer, quieter, more peaceful, more restful, more asleep. Breathing, so slow, so gentle, automatic, effortless, body breathing, life flowing, while you sleep. Fire, glowing, warming, protecting, keeping you safe, keeping you warm, while you sleep. Snow, falling, covering, blanketing, the cabin, the world, everything soft, everything quiet, everything, sleep. Rest, deep rest, complete rest, healing rest, restoring rest, perfect rest, eternal rest, sleep, sleep, sleep. Warmth, surrounding, penetrating, comforting, healing, perfect warmth, eternal warmth, sleep. Peace, complete peace, total peace, absolute peace, nothing but peace, everything peace, 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 peace. Safe, perfectly safe, completely safe, absolutely safe, held, protected, cared for, sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, 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 nothing but sleep, everything sleep, only sleep, always sleep, eternal sleep. Warm, safe, still, quiet, peaceful, deep, complete, perfect, sleep. Breathing, existing, being, resting, healing, restoring, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Darkness, warm darkness, safe darkness, peaceful darkness, healing darkness, the darkness of perfect rest. Fire, snow, cabin, winter, night, peace, warmth, stillness, sleep, sleep, sleep. Letting go, surrendering, releasing, dissolving, becoming, being, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. No thoughts, no words, no awareness, no self, no other, just sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Peace, peace, peace. Warm, warm, warm. Safe, safe, safe. Rest, rest, rest. Sleep, sleep, sleep. As you drift deeper into sleep now, completely relaxed, remember this peaceful journey can return whenever you need it. If this soothing story helped you relax tonight, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new calming sleep story every week. Sweet dreams, rest deeply, sleep now, peacefully, completely. Sleep, 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 good night, sleep well, rest completely, heal fully, peace, 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 sleep, sleep, sleep.